Welcome back to Ericeira. Welcome back to the EDP Ericeira Pro. Welcome back to the final of the women's division. Tya Zebrowski, I.Robinson and Jess Starling. This is what we've waited all week for. This is why we're here. This is what matters in surfing right now.
They've both just been so on fire. Two really contradicting stars as well. Indy getting us up and at it right now.
Straight into it, India. Robinson from Victoria. Nice top turn. Looked for another section down the line. She's been a bit lateral, but she'll try and fix that down the end section. Here comes a section her way. She belts it. And you can hear the Aussies and the crowd go it. There they are. There's the crew.
Carve on her as well, which adds points. We saw Sammy Pupo with something similar. So India wrapping back to the pocket, really picking her times to unleash, which is here. Boom. Big turn. Had a bit of a layback start to it. We saw that back arm go out and then waited till she got to this inside section. Massive finishing turn from I.Robinson. We see that coming in as a pretty nice score to kick us off here. You can see just patiently waits, doesn't drop all the way to the bottom and then gets up there. Fins drift out the back. She hangs up on the coping a little longer.
A French Anglo battle, and right now Carly getting ready. Going to watch Tia. She's out the back and this looks like a solid wave. So Zebrowski, the 14-year-old, number one on the Challenger Series rating. Nice first turn. There's a big open face here. She's carved back towards the source. She's really calm. There's a nice little lateral wave, but that wave probably just because it was so sizey, that bigger set, there's still so much energy, just went off the reef a little bit.
Do you reckon? I'll get back to that actually. Just a bit late to that first section, but still throwing so much water here for Tia. Felt like she almost had wall to work with there, but that wave just dying out.
Looks like she might be looking at this. As that without priority, Zebrowski up and riding. Little redirect here now. She starts pulling the afterburners, waits for the wave. Still pumping. First turn of note is that one. A lot of spray from that first turn and the second turn. So maybe just sort of smart surfing, get a score on the board.
This was actually a pretty smart move from Tia, just as far as surfing herself into rhythm. You know, the more times you're on your feet, the more opportunities you're going to give yourself, the more scores you're going to have coming towards your scoreline. This is a really nice turn here, highlight of the wave. Didn't muck around, went straight back up into that second section. Got the ride out. I know that she got a soft applause, but I actually really enjoyed this two-turn combination here. Read the wave super smart, didn't drop too far down because she would have come up to that last section late. Can see here just that trademark finner from Tia. Brad said something just before. I'm going to let you talk this through.
Yeah, I want to hear what Brad had to say. As we see I.Robinson out the back on a nice looking wave.
Oh.
And a three-turn combo. Went for the 2-for-1 almost, and just because of that lack of time, just gets punished or not.
Yeah, let's take a look at this one from the start. Got a really nice carve in, so this is going to be her backup score. This felt like as an opportunity miss, but just got to that lip line too late and it knocked her on her heel side rail. Great looking bottom turn into these carves here. You can just see her class and her technique on these fatter looking point breaks. But look at this, her board coming up under the lip. Then that sent her on a heel side rail.
He tends to copy a lot of the stuff I say. Kind of just picks up a lot of the things.
Yeah.
But yeah, he knows surfing inside out, and he's been coaching the women down the line. Robinson. Nice swooping turn, but just pulls out. Yeah, he's been over here with Kira Pinkerton, so he's been watching a lot of Tia. Here she goes, the French surfer. Hits it up, and goes down. So a big turn, didn't hold back. See the French crew, the 293. Zebrowski with priority, paddling for this wave. She's going to go, chasing a 377. Not a big number for Zebrowski. It's a bit more pace to it. Taking her time. There's a second turn. Nice spray. Just trying to make this one count. And there's the third section. A little bit sluggish, but still they like it because it's the completion.
The full family affair. It means so much to everyone. You know someone's a good surfer when you get excited when they're paddling into a wave. That's exactly how I felt with this one from Tia. A little bit sluggish, yes, but great surfing nonetheless. I mean, she really went up and attacked every single lip line. Didn't leave anything in the tank. You know, she wasn't sitting and waiting for the section to come to her. She was going to it. This lip line here just goes up, and that's the best turn of the wave there. We saw a split moment of those fins as she was coming off that top coping of this wave. But Tya's just got such good ability to force a turn that looks really great. You see a lot of other surfers try and force a turn and it looks a bit clunky, but she looks really clean when she's doing it. I felt like that second last turn, she had to push really hard to make something of it, and it still looks so nice and classy.
Welcome back to live action, and Zebrowski is up and riding on the frothy foam ice. What's she got here? Big turn on the inside. Now she tries to get a little 2-for-1, little carve in the pocket, identifies the inside as having potential, cuts back, just puts the back foot down, waits for the section, and then another big carving turn, and she might get another one in here. So reading this wave really well. Can she get the end section in front of the rocks? She does, and she likes that. So we left before the break with Robinson needing a score, also having priority. I think she may have got a small wave and didn't count, and Zebrowski's absolutely pounced.
I see this going pretty big. I mean, it has so many good moments on this wave, especially that second one. It was really fast, dynamic turn in the pocket here. Then through this midsection, she just does so well to not overdo it. Patiently waits for this one to just stand up, and she just goes to town on this inside section here. Just that back foot, how much she drives off it with the completion there. I actually see that probably being the best wave of the heat, just thinking about how loose and free she was on this wave and how much variety she gave the judges. She capitalised on every big section that came her way, didn't overdo it, looked really in control from start to finish. So Tya, you can see she really, really, really wants this win. She's sick of getting seconds. You know, she wants to hold that #1 trophy above her head. Came through this inside section and just added her to her scoreboard here. So Tya, I understand why those hands went up, because this was a really beautiful wave.
Yeah, and you're right, Jess. It was the best wave of the heat so far. A 7.33 for Tya. So she's just starting to put the screws on here, boxing her opponent in. Now Robinson needing a 7.53 with 10 minutes of the final remaining. So she's going through the gears. A 3 and then a 5 and then a 6 and then a 7. So you'd see she's starting to feel it. So much spray, so much timing.
And the scariest part is it kind of feels like she's still sitting in second gear. It doesn't really feel like she's going above her limit. You know, she's just going through the motions on these waves, and she's doing such brilliant surfing and getting rewarded. And I feel like if she keeps building like she is, you really do have to keep swinging. You got to keep turning waves, and you just got to keep building. Cowley did the exact same thing in the semi-final, and clearly that plan is working for Team France, and she's up and riding again here, straight on cue.
Part of the got the jet ski assist, gone wide, and the big sets just lined up. Here she goes. There's a nice carve. This wave looks great.
Oh,
and there's an uncharacteristic mistake. Way to a score, she made a mistake, which is unlike Tya.
If you were Team India, you'd be hurting watching her paddle into this wave, because it had such a clean wall here, and you're going, oh no, what's she going to do now? Got 2 really nice carves done. What went wrong here? Came through on a bottom turn. And that board just didn't engage on the rails.
She's fought back. Still an incredible result. She's not done yet. This could be the last chance for Robinson. Takes off. Here we go. What she got? Drives through a bit of a foamy, frothy section. Does a little carve to deal with the bump. Second turn is important. A little slash in the pocket. Winds up now. A big third finish and falls from the sky. Of Tya's, I don't think that wave's going to be enough. You'd imagine. So 5 seconds. This is the Perso. As we see, Zebrowski. So here she goes. This is essentially a victory lap. It's the last wave of the EDP women's final. And Zebrowski, we haven't got official results, but this could be our 2025 EDP Ericeira champion. She has been amazing all week. Never looked like losing. And we've got that one score to come from India. We'll go through that. There was a big finish. Can't just release the scores yet. The numbers come in. It's a 5.93. It's not enough. So on your screen is the 2025 champion, T.Zebrowski. She's the future of the sport. We need clarification whether she's qualified for the CT, but she must be very, very close. And look what it means to all her friends and family. And she's going to be that 100-watt smile. Just been too good all week. What a worthy champion, Jess.
Youngest ever Challenger Series champion? She's got to be.
Got to be.